Hey everybody, it's me, Carrie. Wow, am I crooked? Let me see what I can do about that. Yikes. So, welcome to Tiny Tip Tuesday. As per normal, I am just getting myself set up here so I can see what's going on. Sometimes it seems like it's really slow to do that. And here we go. All right. Doesn't look like anybody's catching me live yet. Oh, somebody popped on. Say hello. So, I am going to be sharing some interesting news. Not right now, but I've got some interesting news for my local people that aren't too far from Farmington Hills, Michigan. So, watch. It's going to be fun. Hi, Sonia. Thanks for watching. So for today's tiny tip, I'm going to talk about, this is in the January to December mini catalog. It's the Leaf Labels and Amber Gems combo pack. And you get, I think it's 25 leaves and 25 gems. It says 50, so I'm thinking it's half and half. But these are the leaves. They're just a maple leaf, so at first I was like, what are you supposed to do with them? So I'm going to show you a couple of things. So hi Chris. I'm going to zoom in a little bit just so that you guys can see these leaves a little better. And I want to show you a couple of the different things that you can do with these leaves as soon as I grab a hold of them. So, I actually used all the same folder. It was this one, the 3D Fern folder. And, but I did different things with them. So on this one, I wrote on the back, this is the Fern folder, just the Fern folder. I just sort of found a place in here. I think I did it like over here. Where it looked like it was going to put the fern leaves in the most places, and had it just, you know, I mean, I realize it's a fern leaf and this is more of a kind of maple leaf looking shape, but anyway, I thought it was cool. So I tried a couple of different things. This one is where I used soft suede, and I actually inked up the folder on this side. I just literally took and put ink on the folder. Then I put it in here, and that's the look that I got. What did I do with this one? This one I used, it's kind of hard to even see what I did on this one. I used a blending brush to just lightly color it, but you can't, it was experiment time, right? So you couldn't really see a whole lot with that one. And then this one I did crumb cake on the folder. So and I think the crumb cake one looks a little more natural than the early espresso, because that's too dark. That looks like I printed something on here. Of course, where I set it in the folder is different too, but this one looks a little more natural. And then here's with the 4 different kinds that I did. So I wanted to show that they look pretty good when they're embossed. But today I'm going to do something a little bit different with it. So I'm going to set those aside. And I am going to start with my leaf. And then I took from the Hello Harvest stamp set, I'm bringing the You Are Such a Blessing stamp. And I'm just going to ink that in Early Espresso. And let's see if I can get this fairly centered and straight. No, perfection is overrated. Okay, so that's good. And I'm going to set this aside. And I want this to dry for a little bit, so I'm going to go to the next step. Now, I'm not using the 3D Fern folder this time. Let me zoom back out just a little bit while I do this. Oops, sorry. There we go. So, hi Colleen, thank you. They are fun to play with. It's just fun sometimes to do stuff. So I'm going to use the mini cut and emboss machine. This is our baby. And I'm going to use the Let's Celebrate folders. That comes with happy birthday in a bunch of different languages, and then thank you in a bunch of different languages. It's actually like bravo, congratulations. So I guess it's not really thank you. It's more like you're so cool kind of thing. And then this is 1 inch by, I believe it was, oh, now I don't know. Now I don't remember. Let me see. 1 inch by it's about 1 inch by about 6 1/4. And it's too long to fit on here, but I want to get the happy birthday on there. So I'm going to put this in there, and I'm going to take it all the way to the fold, and then I'm going to pull it back just slightly so it's not crammed into the fold of the machine. You know what I mean? Because you don't want to, if you press it in too far, you're putting a lot of pressure on your seam of your folder. So and now I'm just going to look and see. I don't like the way it's centered, so I'm going to try and center happy birthday a little bit better, because I'm about to make a birthday gift with this. Of course, you don't have to do what I'm doing, but I just thought it would be fun. So then I'm going to use plate 1 and plate 3. Why? Because that's the directions for a folder. Use plate 1 and plate 3. I love when people tell me what to do. Not really. Okay, that didn't come out right. I don't like when people tell me what to do, but I do like having directions for things. Now, I'm also not wanting to get this back end completely embossed, so I'm going to move my plate number 3 up a little bit so that I don't have any embossing on this end, and you will see why in just a minute. So I'm going to slide that through and just roll. Okay. Now, before I put this away, this is a really cool purchase for celebration. I mean, I like the big one because the big one you can do everything with, but you can put a lot of things in this little mini one. And I'm telling you, for the longest time, I did. See, I know it's crazy, Chris. So this one sits so close to me all the time because it's so convenient. It doesn't take up a lot of space, and I can do probably 75%, if not 90% of the things I want to die cut, or except for the big folders, I can do it with this little one. So it's a good little machine in case you're thinking about getting into die cutting or embossing. Okay, so back to the folder. So now I have this embossed, and it looks pretty good. And I'm going to zoom in again. Hang on. Alrighty. And I'm going to grab my slightly dirty piece. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the garden green and the Cajun Craze, and I'm just going to use my awesome blending brushes. And you just tap on it a little bit, and then this is going to be kind of upside down-ish, and then I'm going to rub like so, just to get some color. And then I'm going to flip it over because the back side will be seen, but I don't want it to be like too perfect or anything, so that's good enough. Then I'm going to take Cajun Craze. Oh, I forgot I wanted to do something with the leaf too. I will do that in a minute. And then I'm going to just run the edges of this because I wanted to have a fall-like feel. So this would be a great, these colors would be great for if you're doing fall, or I've got something else I wanted to show you guys. Look what else I did with it. This would be great to use as a beverage. You know, when you have like holiday parties and things and people are always like, it's good for stemware, let's face it. You can wrap it around their stemware or put this on a napkin ring. And then I just put like Brit, because my daughter's Brittany. So I wrote Brit on the back in case it flip-flops around. And then I just have the B, which is from our awesome alphabet that has, it's called Alpha Best. And there's a bundle with the punch. And then these leaves are from the dies. Here's the leaf. And then there's dies for the Hello Harvest. So, and I did emboss the big leaf. And then of course it does have the beautiful little amber gems. They're such a pretty color, aren't they? I mean, they're just pretty. They're just really, really pretty. So, all right. So now I'm going to finish what I was doing, and I'm going to just color this out a little bit so it kind of looks fall-like. Just put a little on the back. You can't really read the back because it's backwards, but I wanted to have it ready. And then I forgot I was going to do the same thing on my leaf here. So I'm going to get some orange on there. A nice fall leaf design, right? Bring back my garden green and add that in there. And just kind of blend them together. And the You're Such a Blessing, it does sort of fade out a little bit when you do this, but it's okay. It's still readable. And you can do the back side if you want to. I'm not going to this time. So let me set all these aside, out of the way. And then the reason, remember I said I didn't want any embossing right here. That's because what I'm going to do is I am going to fold it. And you can use your paper trimmer and get a good score if you want to. I'm not going to worry about it. You know, if you want a super straight score, you know how I feel about perfection. But I do want a tight score, so that's why I did use my my bone folder. Then I'm going to take our tear and tape, and I made it this way. This fold was important to me. I'm a reader. I like to read. I don't seem to do it as much as I used to, which is a bummer because I really do like to read. But I wanted this to be able to go into the book the way I wanted it to go into the book. I didn't want the leaf sticking out all the way out of the book that I'm reading or that I'm giving to this person. So you could personalize it. I mean, I did the You're Such a Blessing, but certainly you could do this if you wanted to and put that on the bookmark. If you've got somebody, especially if you're giving a gift of a book. And then I'm just going to set this on here. And of course you want to make it pretty. So I have some of our beautiful in color open weave ribbon, and I'm just going to cut a piece of that off, and then I am going to fold it because that's a little hole. It's not a very big hole, and I don't want to tear it, so I am triple folding this, and then I'm going to try to get it through there. And if you go carefully, you can. And so now I've got that through. I don't want to tie a knot with this though. I tried it. I didn't like the way it looked. So that's why I have some, you probably saw it come with me, a little linen thread. So we're going to take the linen thread, and I am not going to try and tie this on a video. I'm going to show you the completed one. I'd wrap it around a few times, press it down, tie it into a knot, and then what you end up with is this look. I also took and I shredded, after I tied it, I shredded the ends of the linen thread just to make it a little more, you know, messy and fall-like. And not that fall is messy, but I hope you guys know what I mean. And then you could add some gems on here if you wanted to. But then what happens is, let me grab a book. Here we go. So then if you've got you're giving somebody a book, you can then give them the bookmark also. And then when they go to put it in their book, I'm trying to get a place that doesn't share any secrets. I use this book a lot. Let me find some blank pages, you guys. I know I have some somewhere. Okay, this one will do because that's old. So I can take this and slide it in right to there and then close it. And look how cute, right? It looks really cute. Oh, I guess I better spread out a little bit. Come down a little bit. There, that's better. So see, when it tucks in, it goes, that's why the fold, so that it would go a little bit into the page. The leaf would go a little bit into the page. So that was my fun tip for you guys today. I hope you guys liked it. It's a fun thing to do. And you get so many of these that you could do like a bunch of these, give them as gifts, or like I said, the beverage holders, or just, I mean, there's so many things you could do with this, especially if you're having a big family Thanksgiving dinner. I just think these would be really cool as placemat holders. I know most people don't do like the fancy dinner anymore, but sometimes it's fun. One year, one of my sister-in-laws, she did that for us for a holiday. I think it was Christmas, and she had these beautiful little things at every table, and it was so unusual because, you know, we're not fancy people. We're like potluck people. But this was just wonderful, and it was so pretty. So anyway, I just wanted to show you guys about that. Remember, please, to share this video with your friends and then comment below that you've shared. Thanks, Chris. I'm glad you like it. And don't forget that it's celebration. Celebration. When you spend $50, you're going to be able to pick one level 1 gift. And for every $50 in product, you're going to get to do that. So if you go up to $100, you can either pick 2 level 1s or 1 level 2. And you'll see them in the celebration catalog. If you don't have one, you can view it online on my Stampin' Up! Website, MemoryINKers.com. You can email me at MemoryINKers@gmail.com. If you're spending under $150, make sure you don't do this. But if it's under $150, use my hostess code. 2, T as in Tom, 6, J as in Jack, X as in X-ray, P as in Paul, R as in Robert, B as in Brittany, if your order's under 150. Don't forget also that along with celebration right now, I do have my TLC free class for everybody who orders $50 or more on any given month. That's always going to happen. So I'm really excited, and I think I'm hoping that my local girls that would be willing to drive to Farmington Hills, Michigan, will be ready for my announcement. That was kind of a sneak peek. That'll kind of give you an idea that something's going to be happening live very soon. So live in person, I guess I should say. So I'm pretty excited about it. We'll see how it goes. But again, thank you for joining me here at facebook.com/MemoryInkers. If you're seeing this post by someone who shared it, or you're seeing it on my YouTube channel and you want to watch me live, you have to go to facebook.com/MemoryInkers to watch me live. All right, you guys, have a blessed and wonderful day. Bye.